So I like your thoughts and ideas on the SDGs, but for a developing country like Ghana, and like the legal experts on the panel said, Mr. Buyamachi, what do you think is the missing ingredient in this whole development paradigm?
Well, first of all, let's talk about what the Sustainable Development Goals really are. When you look at, for example, the first SDG is to end poverty. Isn't that the same goal that Ghanaians have? If you ask anyone in the street, from the taxi driver to the throttle driver to the young man or young woman that work in a restaurant, what is it that is the most pressing concern for all of them? To have a better life, to end poverty, to be able to do the things that every human being aspires to do. Go to school, buy food if you need to, just if you're sick, be able to go and see a doctor, possibly buy a car, have a nice home, all those wonderful things that everybody else wants to do. And of course, to be able to do that, you need to have economic growth, you need to have jobs, you need to have jobs that pay well so that people can take care of themselves. And the Sustainable Development Goals essentially are about that, and are about trying to ensure that we create the economic conditions to end poverty, but of course that we create a different economic set of policies. The planet is in trouble. If we are to believe scientists, climate change may be the biggest disruptor of human life that we've ever seen. The question is, are we going to develop and are we going to grow our economy the old-fashioned way with all the negative environmental consequences, or are we going to try to figure out a way where we can still develop, where we can still get the economy to grow without doing so much damage to the planet? And that, I think, is the challenge here. And I think this is an agenda that it as Ghanaian, as American, as Italian, or any other nationality you are, because the reality is that we're in the same boat. It's just one planet we have. And if this planet is destroyed, no matter what the nationality you are, where are you going to live? Where is your business going to go? And when you think about it, Indira Gandhi said many, many years ago that the biggest environmental problem is poverty, and poverty is the biggest environmental problem. So it's, to me, the SDG agenda is an agenda for Ghana, but I think the questions that today were being asked about what's in it for us need to be asked all the time. And people, Ghanaians, Africans, or people everywhere, frankly, need to say, what is in it for me? Does it make sense for me? And if the explanation doesn't satisfy you, ask more questions until they convince you that this is good for you. And don't take any dismissive answer. Your questions are appropriate, and if they can't be answered satisfactorily, maybe this agenda then is not as good as they say it is.